Good morning, and I just want to show you our crops again today and everything that is taking place in this fine July day of July 24th, 2021. But we're in the harvest mode. Now we are doing a lot of different harvesting. So I want to show you just what's going on in our garden. So we basically picked last few evenings here, and actually just 2 days, I believe. But everyone is asking us, how are you getting 100 cherry tomatoes on each plant? And how are you getting 30 tomatoes out of each stalk? Well, it takes a little doing. It's a little secret. And I'm going to show you just how we do that. So you can see our plants are producing quite a bit. They don't look a little more straggly, but they're still producing quite a bit. After taking everything off, we really have hundreds, and our other hundreds of tomatoes will be there. We've already gotten about 16 cucumbers off of the garden down there, and then in the greenhouse we are just getting ready to get our watermelon and cantaloupe and things like that ready. And then another crop over here, we have cucumbers lying in here. And this should produce at least 100 cucumbers, if not more. So the secret is what we use, and we use the same for the flowers. And we're still getting strawberries, by the way. It's late July, and we've been eating strawberries since May, and they just keep producing. So we're really happy about that. But yeah, we use certain ingredients and certain things to make sure that we do have a good harvest, so that, you know, things do grow at just phenomenal rates, and we get the produce when we need it. Because so many times you get the beautiful greens, but you don't get the flowering you need, or you don't get the fruit that you want to get. So here's what we do, okay? When we first start out, we put lots of Epsom salt down. Of course, that is calcium. And those plants, when they're green, they need that, okay? I also use this, it's called hydroponic plant food. And as you notice down below, it uses and has a lot, 15.5% of nitrogen and 19% of calcium. So it's very high. Now that's used when they're green, before they flower, okay? So that's what you want to use then. And then once they start flowering, I want to use a little bit of the hydrogen peroxide. You want to make sure there's plenty of air in your soil, and that's why you like to use hydrogen peroxide, okay? And then we also use the Nature's Care, if you can find it. Notice I got this on Finder for $5.79. These are really pretty expensive, but Nature's Care is a complete care. Once they start flowering, I really like to use that. It really makes a difference. But here's our secret. Right here is our secret. Grow well, proven organic, all-purpose. It is farm-grade organics for home-grown success. Okay, food quality, and it lasts up to 3 months. Okay, notice what we have down here, 7, 5, 7. So once they start flowering, this is what I use. I got this on eBay, but you can also get it on Amazon and just a lot of different places. You can actually get it at Walmart, different stores, you see it. But we have had nothing but great success with this, okay? Now, I use Fertilize when I want to get rid of the cabbage worms. But I was a little late this year, so that didn't happen. Our cabbage got eaten before I could get it on. They really took a bite out of our cabbage. So I just let them have it. I didn't put any more herbicide on. Let them eat it because they're staying away from our other crops. Here's something we really needed this year. We were getting fungus. If you notice, a lot of things growing in your garden that aren't supposed to be there, like mushrooms, and then you know you need some copper. Or if your leaves are turning brown, or really brown, or really yellow, then get your copper fungicide. You know you got some fungus going on that you may not be wanting. So the copper fungicide really saved us. We had a really serious problem. We used our water barrels last winter, and we let them go last winter, and we didn't realize it, but when we opened them up, they were full of fungus. We had already watered our plants, so all our plants turned yellow. And so we learned a lesson about our water barrel. You don't want to keep it going in the wintertime, and if you do, you want to change it out. We have to bleach it now. Every 3 months, we completely bleach our water barrel that we water our garden with. We have another one on the other side. But that's to keep the fungus down, because, and not only did our water barrel have it, but our compost was full of fungus. We had nothing but fungus over the winter. The whole place seemed to be in fungus, so the copper fungicide saved us. We were able to use it and got rid of a lot of the fungus, and the yellowing of the leaves stopped, and the plants really took off. So copper fungicide is very, very important, extremely important, if you're going to keep the fungus down and make sure you have good, healthy plants. Now, you don't want to put a lot on there. You don't need a lot, but I put some in the soil and a little bit, mixed it in water, in 2 gallons of water. Just mix it like it said on the container. And then this is what I like for insect killer. It's organic insecticide soap. I got this at Walmart, and it just does a great job of keeping a lot of insects off, we found out, and it does a humane way using the soap. But we like that very, very much. So this is our little secret right here of getting that garden. Start out with the Epsom salt. Start out with something hydroponic or something that's really high in calcium and nitrogen. And once you got the nitrogen and calcium going, that will take care of all your greens. Of course, we use this too, organic vermiculite. That improves our heavy soils around here. That's how we've been able to actually grow things in the yard, which would have been impossible, really, totally impossible without. So we take the soil and we treat it. I also used vermiculite in our garden. That's the little white things you see all over. But I use it in all our soils. But these are our secrets. This is how we're getting such huge, huge harvest. Oh, by the way, I also used a tomato tone. If you look around, you can get some really good prices on this stuff. You don't have to pay the big price. When you find it, end of year sales, it lasts for years. So if you find it like in Peller's malls or anywhere like that, why, grab it up, because no need to spend that huge retail price that these things cost nowadays. But I probably got every bit of this except a few items less than half price. Vermiculite I get on the Amazon because it is cheap. It's not very expensive. I have it come in every 3 months on an automatic, like I do some other things, but it really makes for a great harvest. So I think it's something that everyone needs to do if you're having trouble is to think about some of these products, because they really have worked for us, and we certainly want to pass it on to you. If you like this channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. We really appreciate it. You have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Such a beautiful day, summer, in the middle of Louisville, Kentucky, and just a gorgeous time in our lives of planting and doing a lot of things that we normally don't do. And it's been a lot of enjoyable growth this year. Unbelievable growth that we have never seen this kind of growth. This year we're just starting, basically, but it's coming along very nicely, and we're well pleased with what's starting to come in the harvest. And that makes a big difference on how we do our gardening. Here we have a lot of tomatoes coming, bright red. Just load it down in there. You can see just everywhere you look, there's tomatoes growing just everywhere. Everywhere. Just great to see the tomatoes just hanging in there. Everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's more and more tomatoes. Big ones and small ones, cherry and together. It's great. We have a lot of them over here. Everything is coming along. Tomatillo plants. We got the tomatillas growing this year. We're really happy to see the tomatillo. We're hoping for a good harvest there. This tomato just came out of nowhere. And the harvest of our cucumber patch. Yeah, we got a great little cucumber patch in the back here, just beneath our deck, and doing really great. I'd say we should get at least 70 to 100 cucumbers out of that. The cabbage head is just about ready to take off. Yeah, beets are coming along just great. More cabbage. There's double head cabbage there. Looking great today. More tomatillas growing. So we should have a very late harvest this year. Hopefully we'll have tomatoes all the way until November is what I'm hoping. The squash is coming along really well. It's doing a super job of growing. It's actually growing up through the tomatoes. And there you see the flowers of the squash up on top of the tomato. There's one there and one out there. So we got a lot of squash growing through our tomatoes, just like we do in our second bed. Temperature today is just about 100. We've got 95, 96, a little lower now. It's evening time here in Louisville. You're watching Larry and Vickie Austin. We homesteads in the suburbs, and we have a lot of gardening in a small area. And something everybody can do. It's not too late to get a garden going, no matter what time you start, July, even August. There's our second garden. As you can see, we have tall, very tall cucumbers in the back, and then our very tall tomato plants in the front. It's really growing. Look at the fence back there. They're gotten up to 6 foot tall now. So these are going to be a huge harvest. Just starting. These were growing about a month later than the ones on the deck. So they're just beginning. So we're really excited about the new beginnings here. And we should have a great harvest. And here is, I call Jack in the beanstalk. It's a huge plant. It's gone way above now the fence, and it's gone way up there. That's about 9 foot tall now. We're really excited about that. That's a squash plant. And then we have a second garden that we've had. And then in the greenhouse, look at the pepper plant. The pepper plant in the greenhouse has really come up. That's my door I made for the greenhouse front. You can see it's important to have a door. Important to have a door on your greenhouse to get air. Along with the fan I put in, it's a solar fan. It makes a big difference on how much air everything receives, and looking good for the melons. It's watermelon down there, and there is other melons, so we're really excited about that. So greenhouse, not a lot in it this year, but we're getting ready to plant a whole lot more. Our July plant and August planting is going to go. I got the shovel. I'm going to keep it up now because when we get our cantaloupe and our watermelon, I'm going to have them grow up, and hopefully they'll just lay right on the shelf, and that's what I'm hoping for. So it looks a lot different than it did last year. But Vickie's little garden is coming along. It's supposed to bring in some butterflies and things. Still got a little ways to go. We don't have a lot of blooms. Okay, flowers really are blooming. These are underneath the shade of the mimosa tree, and they are just doing fabulous. Every plant we plant under here just seems to do wonderful. Do wonders. So we're really happy about that. And the mimosa tree has really sprouted, and I really recommend mimosa trees. They are beautiful. They give you that island feel. I know, but you really can't grow palm trees in Louisville, Kentucky, but we can have our own mimosa tree. It's 3 years old now, and it has really shot up. So it's high, very, very tall. And we've been really enjoying it, sitting under the mimosa tree. When it's really hot out, it's literally 20 degrees cooler under there. And actually a lot cooler than sitting under the umbrella. But really makes a difference, a great time in the hot weather. Vickie's plants are coming along. Here's that. Just has so many flowers budding off of these cucumbers. Looks like we're gonna get a really big harvest over here too. So Vickie's just gonna have to really plan, because we're probably gonna end up with hundreds of cucumbers this year. All 3 gardens have cucumbers. We might have overdid it this year. Going right up that side of that deck. Everything is doing really well. If you got a deck, you have plenty of room to grow a garden. And look at the side of the deck. That is just a foot wide here. Barely a little over a foot wide, but look at all the crop we were able to put in to that foot wide area. Really like our trellis. Paid about between $2 and $4 for our trellis. It's a nylon. It stretches. Does a really good job. And we're really pleased with that. So everything's going well. We ask that if you enjoy our videos, that you please subscribe. We're looking for more subscribers. We're at 40. Our next goal is 50 subscribers. So if you can help us out, we'd really appreciate that. And do the thumbs up if you like it, and even thumbs down if you don't. And then tell us why you don't like it. But we really enjoy putting out the videos, and I want to say hello to everyone. Have a great evening, and enjoy your July. Groundhog, you're so cute. You're so pretty. I just think you're the prettiest thing. I love groundhogs. I'd like to see those claws. Got some really big claws. That's a digger. Look at that. He's a digger. Yeah. Tell you what, those little rings that pulled that door open a while ago, he was playing with those rings trying to get them up. That's one smart little animal. We're going to get him some more cantaloupe here to eat. Yeah, we'll get you some cantaloupe. Yeah, 'cause you're a pretty thing. Really a pretty little animal. Yeah, the cage is really good. Really glad we got this cage. It works so well in trapping animals, and it does it in such a humane way. The animal is not hurt in the least. Pretty calm now. He was a little afraid at first, chattering his teeth and stuff. A lot of fear on him, but he's getting better now.
There. Look.
Yeah. Loves cantaloupe. He ate a lot of it.
Look. Look.
There you go. And now you can eat.
Oh, you better eat.
Yeah, eat.
You better
Eat. It's good for you. Yeah, it's good. Oh, yeah. See, that's good for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. See, that's really good. Mm-hmm. Okay, a little bit more for the road, hon. Look, she likes it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, that's good for the road now. So let's go ahead and
Ooh,
take
did she poop? Look. What is that?
I don't think it's poop.
I don't know. It could have been.
Well, it
Could
might
be. Oh, shoot.
It really likes that kind of, and it calms it down. I hate to see any animal suffer or even be afraid. It's very afraid, but it's definitely enjoying the cantaloupe right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's been thirsty, so I'm really glad that it's enjoying that cantaloupe now. Yeah. It's pretty good, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum. Look. Uh-oh.
Oops. Yeah, we're going to have you plenty of cantaloupe. Mm-hmm.
Slipped down on my paws.
Yeah. She kind of knows what you're doing now.
Paws.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, my God.
That thing could really get down in the dirt.
Yeah, Larry,
boy.
I think it pooped.
Okay. Can we get it away from the poop? Maybe by picking it up.
Mm.
Oh.
It looks like it's in the